Welcome to the NFL's IDP Waiver Wire Week 13 Sleepers and Streamers edition. The playoffs are hot on our heels, and we are cutting straight to the best available defensive backs on the board. So, happy Thanksgiving, and let's get started with a DB whose opportunity just exploded in the AFC South.
Leading us to our first focus, safety Jalen Reed of the Houston Texans. He is one of the most immediate, high-ceiling additions on the DB waiver wire this weekend. The timing for this window for Reed, who missed the start of the season with a knee injury, is wide open. And due to the season-ending injury to MJ Stewart and Jimmy Ward's continued absence on the PUP list, the Texans have pushed the 6th-round pick from Penn State into a full-time role next to Kalen Bullock. And he took advantage immediately in Week 12 against the Bills, delivering a stellar performance in a highly ranked safety matchup. Reed led both teams with an explosive 12 total tackles with 9 solo and secured a huge turnover, recovering a fumble late in the third quarter. And his game day play instantly earned him high praise. Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans specifically called him out in his post-game conference, saying, "Jalen Reed, first time he saw a lot of action, and I thought his first game playing a lot, he stepped up and played big for us." And despite not officially getting the start, Reed logged a massive 55 defensive snaps, accounting for 77% of the defensive playing time, confirming his status as a potential every-down player going forward. And his value continues immediately in Week 13. The Texans face their division rivals, the Colts, who are a dream matchup, ranking top 10 overall all season long and allowing production to opposing safeties. And this definitely helps make Reed a must-add for a high-potential DB1 performance this week.
Our next target is safety Josh Metellus of the Minnesota Vikings, who has a history of grading poorly, but is also known for producing monster tackle totals. Metellus recorded a season-high 12 tackles in Sunday's loss to the Packers, marking his second consecutive game with double-digit stops. And despite failing to play 100% of the snaps for the first time since Week 3, the production did not slow down. Now we have to address the injury blurbs on this one. Metellus suffered a knee injury, returned, and later took a shot to the left shoulder. The good news? He battled through the hits, finished the game, and logged about 85% of the defensive snaps, which is very encouraging. The Vikings face the Seahawks, who are a top 10 team in tackle-based formats, and the struggling Vikings offense just hit a massive snag. Coach Kevin O'Connell confirmed quarterback J.J. McCarthy is in concussion protocol. So if McCarthy can't play, undrafted rookie Max Brosmer will get the start. And this situation, against a formidable Seattle defense, strongly suggests a negative game script on paper, which could lead to even more snaps and tackle opportunities for Metellus. The pivot plan. If Metellus is ruled out, 2 names are worth noting. Veteran Harrison Smith is the other trustworthy starter who would see an immediate boost. But for a deeper and a bit riskier Hail Mary, look at Theo Jackson. He already showed his upside, recording 7 tackles and a tackle for loss versus the Packers in Week 8 when his playing time was bumped to a season-high 66%, while Metellus was in and out. Seattle certainly offers a great matchup and is still ranked in the top 10 in allowing production to the safeties. So if you're looking for any DB upside you can find this weekend, check out the Viking safeties, but start with Metellus first. And our final defensive back is a former draft favorite who's now realizing his high ceiling in a full-time role. Antonio Johnson of the Jacksonville Jaguars is the last guy thriving after seizing a starting position. The former Texas A&M defensive back is now consistently getting better and earning more opportunities as a starting safety. Over the past month of the season, Johnson has been ranking as a DB1 and averaging solid fantasy points per game, and continues to deliver for fantasy managers who have snagged him off the wire. And his PFF grade is a solid 75, supporting that it's not just volume-based production. His production is undeniable. In his last 4 starts alone, Johnson has amassed 20 total tackles, 2 sacks, and an interception, proving he is capable of supporting both tackle and sack-based formats. And this certainly includes big-time playmaking, such as logging a sack and 6 tackles against the Texans, and then versus the Chargers, he had a clutch 44-yard interception return to set up a touchdown. And this higher-end production streak makes Johnson a solid but deeper DB2 option with a touch of upside, at least this week, against their divisional rivals, the Titans. But the Week 14 matchup against another divisional rival, the Colts, and that's a whole other story. They sit atop the rankings and allowing production to the safeties. So lock him and load him up if you're needing a streamer this week, with even better upside in Week 14. And that wraps up the defensive backs waiver wire for Week 13. Let us know in the comments if you picked up any of these safeties. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for our IDP advice coming up next. Happy Thanksgiving, and good luck in the playoffs.
They doubted us every step of the way, but we knew what we were capable of.